Hey guys, it's Karlynn, and I'm coming back to you today, rather tonight, for another brand new video. It's just a little bit before 10 o'clock at night. It's currently January 25th, 2017, and today is Bell Let's Talk Day here in Canada. It's for bringing up awareness about mental health and breaking the stigma so that it's more comfortable for people to talk about it. And if something is like bothering them, they could just get it out in the air and like not feel so overwhelmed by it, pretty much. So today's going to be a little bit more of a serious topic. If this isn't the right video for you, just feel free to click exit now. Please no negative comments, they will just be deleted. So part of the reason why I am going about this, if you guys have watched some of my previous vlogs from a couple of years back, I had told you about I was going through some pretty bad anxiety, just general anxiety and panic attacks. They're awful. They just make you feel like you're trapped, you can't get out, everything's falling apart, everybody that cares about you, you feel like they don't, even though they do, etc., etc., and just like a really negative cycle. So basically, how this all started, in about, I guess, September of 2014, I was going back for my 4th year of post-secondary studies at Queen's University. And I had already previously studied 2 years at St. Lawrence College, so since kindergarten I had been in school, right? So I've been in school like non-stop with no break in between, and I was just feeling super overwhelmed, really depressed. I don't know, just had no energy, skipping classes on the daily pretty much, and my grades really started to suffer. And then my second term in 2015 of my second year at university, so total 4th year of post-secondary, I had been in and out of the hospital 13 times within that year. Not all related to like panic anxiety attacks, but mainly just overall health, because I hadn't been looking after that, and it's still like a struggle, but I'm getting better at it, so that's good. Beginning of January 2015, I started having episodes where I would just cry for no reason, and I didn't know why. And I did more, research. There we go, that's the word. And I was able to find out, what the heck is going on with me. So it turns out they were stress-induced panic anxiety attacks. So they basically feel like your whole world is caving in, as mentioned earlier, and you can't help yourself, and you just feel so depressed in that, and it's just awful. Like, I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. This lasted 5 months, if not more, straight. And right around March, roughly, I knew things were going downhill. Like, school was not going well at all. My GPA dropped, like, so low. And, so basically, after I had finished all my exams, I got my final GPA back, and it was too low to continue on to 3rd year of university. So I get an email right after writing all my exams saying, oh, by the way, your GPA is too low. We need you to leave for a year and then return and apply to come back after that year. So, like, at this point, I'm already, like, the depression was, like, crazy, and, like, and then I had all these, like, panic attacks on top of that, plus this. I'm like, what the hell? Like, give me a break, man. Come on. So I told my boss at work, I was like, here's the deal, I'm basically going to be available to work for you for a whole year. I have no school, I've just been kicked out because my GPA is, like, in the shits right now. So, if you could help me out with, like, work and stuff, that would be great, because, like, I have really nothing else to do. So he was really good about it. He offered me, a higher up position, I guess you could say. So in the customer service department, because I used to just work cash. So yeah, that was really awesome, and I got over 1,000 hours of work done between May 2014. They do it for like the year, and I guess I hit 1,000 hours to be considered to go on to the retirement savings plan / profit sharing. On that thing of the GPA not going so well, I basically was taking 9 courses at once, and I failed 3 of my 9 courses, so it was just too much. I was putting too much work into these courses, not enough in those, and I screwed up. So that's what happened. I ended up working for the next year, right up until September 2016, which is when I started back into my 3rd year at Queen's, so totaled 5th year of post-secondary school. I feel like my anxiety is gone completely. I haven't had a panic attack, anxiety-induced attack since last summer, the 2015 summer. And I think having that time off from school kind of gave me a better outlook on life, so to say. Because the times that I was skipping class and I was really upset, and basically I had an issue with like some profs and that, so it's fine now though. But back then I had some issues like where it was a newer prof, and I told him I was like, I have anxiety and like it's hard for me to like get the test written in time. He's like, oh, you don't have anxiety, and like, what the hell, dude? Like, come on, you don't fucking know me. Like, fuck you. So basically, I was like, oh, okay, I guess I don't have it, and like I felt even more sad or whatever. So pretty much after that, I felt like, you know, like, do I really have it? Like, I started questioning it, and then like I kept getting all these attacks and stuff. Later on, a friend of mine that I graduated from college from, we started talking. She's like, oh, how's it going? You excited for summer? And I was like, yeah, kind of. I said, how are things with you? She's like, oh, not so good. And we started talking, and it turns out she also had like random panic attacks, like where we would just cry uncontrollably, had no reason why, and it just kept on happening and happening. So it was kind of neat to like see that it's not only just me, there's other people too that suffer from panic-induced stress, anxiety attacks, etc. So, you know, like, I feel like I'm not so alone anymore. Like, I'm gonna, like basically people that are misinformed, they shouldn't say anything because they don't know what's happening on that other end of somebody else, you know what I mean? What I was going on with that of, like, the me skipping class thing and, was that I find cleaning as a way to get my stress levels down and forget about thinking about why I'm upset or depressed in the first place. So I would basically clean my apartment, like top to bottom, sweep everything, and at this point, I was like borderline hoarder. I had like 10-ish boxes or more, and then laundry baskets full of paper, clothes I didn't wear, and like a bunch of other crap that, like, you know, like knick-knack stuff. I don't know, like, just, all this, like, random stuff that I didn't need, right? So, I, in the midst of me being out of school for that year, and I was working, on my days off, I enjoy YouTube. That's why I'm here. I'm making videos because I love YouTube. I love you guys. So that I really appreciate that you're watching this video. And, like, this thing that I found, I don't know if anyone's heard of it, but, like, basically, it's called minimalism. And it, like, basically just helps you declutter your life. So, there's also this one called the Marie Kondo method. I'll link the book in the bottom, but basically, it's the life-changing magic of tidying up, I believe the book is called. I don't actually have the book, but I watched videos based on people who have read the book. And it goes in, like, different steps of how you can declutter your clothes, paper, makeup, bathroom stuff, etc., and books. And it's basically, you hold the item up and you say, does this spark joy anymore? Do I like it? Have I read it? Have I worn it? Etc. in the last, like, month or two? If I haven't, I'm gonna give it away, sell it, donate it, etc., throw it out if it's garbage. If you really don't need it, why are you hanging on to it? It's causing you stress. So you should probably get rid of it. But on another one, if you do still enjoy it and it sparks joy, you should keep it. So I went through this process for about 3 or 4 months, and I purged about 10 large garbage bags, so about 75 liters each, full of, like, unwanted books, clothing, you name it, pretty much everything you'd have in a house, and old furniture and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know, I just really enjoy the whole thought of minimalism because basically after I purged everything, like, my anxiety was gone. Like, I had no more panic attacks at all, I swear. Like, it has been amazing. And I feel like a different person. Like, my energy levels are, like, sky high. Like, people, like, try to, like, tell me, like, I don't know, I don't want to say haters, but, like, people that don't know you and start, like, assuming. If people with, like, negative comments try to, like, bring you down or whatever, don't listen to them. They don't know you. They can't say shit until they actually know you, and then you can tell them otherwise. And, like, Zach has said to me before that cleaning stresses him out because when he was younger, he was forced to clean, so he doesn't like it. But for me, a clean, open space, kind of, it affects your mind, basically. And part of the reason why when I was taking time off of classes, basically skipping classes, because I was so upset with the way things were going, and I'm like, well, you know, my mindset was, well, I'm already failing, I might as well, like, friggin' like go down, like whatever, blah blah blah. So I'll spend my time cleaning the house because that's way more productive than doing my homework, right? That was just a really bad mindset to have, but when you're depressed and have anxiety, that's your whole mindset. Like, you're just stuck in it, and like it took me a little while to get out of it. But yeah, that's pretty much my story about it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and it helped you feel like you're not alone, and there's ways to cope with it. Other things I did, I had ordered, I didn't really use it, but I'm planning on using it this year. It's everybody's New Year's resolution or whatever, but different exercise videos that come with like meal plans and stuff. I think that would be like a good thing. I use some of that. So like exercise keeps the mind going and like getting out of a rut and all that. Also, walking or like playing a game with your friend or something, just something to keep your mind off of it, and openly talking, kind of like I'm doing right now. In conclusion, I just want to say that I feel like 100% better now. There's some days where I'm like, oh shit, you know, like I'm not feeling too well, but I've had days where it's been a hell of a lot worse and things have changed and I'm feeling like a whole new person. So yeah. I don't know, I'm just going off by my list here. I did like a whole like paragraph and put it on Facebook. Figured I'd put it into a video, maybe someone would see this. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video about the Bell Let's Talk Day, January 25th, 2017 episode. And I think, like I had mentioned in my What I Got for Christmas video, that I'm going to be doing a minimalist series, so this is kind of the way that I'm starting into it. And partially because of that, having lived into an apartment for the last, it'll be 5 years this Canada Day, July 1st, 2017. It gets cramped after a while, and having all that stuff really made it like unnecessary. So it's part of the, I wanted to declutter, and then when Zach had moved in like years ago, we had never unpacked the stuff. So now everything has a place. Things that didn't, we got rid of. So I could like do like videos and stuff like that you guys might want to watch, possibly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave me a comment down below. Leave me a like if you'd like, if you really enjoyed it. And hit that subscribe button. It's just right down there. Just click it. Yeah, it'll help me out. And yeah. So I will see you guys later. Let's get it in the frame. See you guys later. Love ya.